Trust is one of the deepest and most powerful forces in human life. It shapes our relationships, molds our behaviors, and determines how we navigate uncertainty. We instinctively know the kind of trust that feels pure, unwavering, and unconditional, the trust we have in our mothers. A mother's love is often the first experience of trust we ever encounter. It is profound, selfless, and constant, built on nurturing, sacrifice, and a deep desire for our well-being. Today, I want to invite you to explore a similar kind of trust, but on a much greater scale, the trust you place in Allah, your Creator, Sustainer, and Guide. Just as you trust your mother to care for you, protect you, and have your best interests at heart, you are invited to place that same level of absolute trust in Allah. This is not just a spiritual principle. It is a cornerstone for building fulfilling relationships, achieving peace of mind, and transforming your life. The power of trust in relationships. Think about the role of trust in your closest relationships. What happens when trust is strong? Relationships thrive. Communication flows easily, vulnerability deepens, and mutual support grows. On the contrary, when trust is broken, relationships crumble. Fear, doubt, and suspicion creep in, creating walls between people. Now, extend this understanding beyond human relationships to your relationship with the divine. Trusting Allah is not just about religion or rituals, it's about developing an unshakable confidence that no matter what life throws at you, there is wisdom and mercy guiding your path. When you trust Allah completely, like you trust your mother, you release the burden of trying to control everything. You let go of fear and anxiety about the future, and instead embrace a profound peace rooted in faith. This allows you to act with courage, knowing that whatever the outcome, there is a higher purpose unfolding. Why trust is so hard? Many people struggle with trust. Why? Because trust involves surrender. It means acknowledging that you don't have all the answers and that you're willing to rely on someone else, or something greater than yourself, to guide you. In our fast-paced, highly individualistic world, surrender is often seen as weakness. But true strength comes from surrendering to the right force, and that force is Allah. Trust also requires patience. When you put your trust in Allah, things might not happen on your timeline. You might face challenges, delays, or unexpected detours. But remember, just like a mother's love, Allah's timing is perfect and always for your highest good. How to build complete trust in Allah. 1. Know Allah's mercy and wisdom. Just as you know your mother wants the best for you, know that Allah's mercy is boundless. The Quran reminds us, indeed, Allah is with those who are patient. Quran 2. 153 Allah's wisdom surpasses our limited understanding. When you trust in His plan, you are acknowledging that there is a wisdom behind every trial, every delay, and every blessing. 2. Reflect on your past. Look back on your life. Can you see moments when things didn't go as you planned, but eventually worked out for the better? These are signs of Allah's guidance and protection. Reminding yourself of past blessings and divine interventions strengthens your faith. 3. Practice gratitude. Gratitude opens your heart to trust. When you focus on what you have, rather than what you lack, you begin to see that Allah has been providing and protecting you all along. Gratitude is a powerful practice that draws you closer to complete trust. 4. Surrender control. This can be the hardest step. Surrender doesn't mean passivity, it means actively choosing to let go of the illusion that you control everything. Like a child trusts their mother to guide them safely, you choose to rely on Allah's plan even when you don't see the full picture. 5. Maintain consistent prayer and reflection. Prayer is your direct line to Allah. It nurtures your relationship and allows you to express your fears, hopes, and desires openly. Through prayer and reflection, you cultivate a deep connection that fosters trust. Trusting Allah builds better human relationships. When you trust Allah completely, this trust overflows into your relationships with others. You become less anxious, less controlling, and more compassionate. You recognize that everyone is on their own unique journey, guided by Allah in their own way. You begin to forgive more easily, understanding that mistakes are part of growth. You communicate with patience and empathy because you are no longer reacting out of fear or insecurity. Your confidence grows, and with it, your ability to build lasting, loving relationships. Overcoming doubt and fear. Even with the best intentions, doubt can creep in. You may ask, what if I'm wrong? What if Allah isn't listening? Remember, trust is not about perfect certainty, it is about faith in the face of uncertainty. Whenever doubt arises, return to your core beliefs. Reflect on the evidence of Allah's mercy in your life. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift your faith. Read stories of those who trusted Allah through hardship and were rewarded beyond their imagination. Trust is the foundation of success. Trusting Allah is also key to personal and professional success. When you let go of worry about outcomes, you free up your energy to focus on the present moment and do your best. This mindset leads to clarity, creativity, and resilience. Tony Robbins often talks about the importance of belief in yourself, your goals, and your support system. When you combine belief in yourself with trust in Allah, you create an unstoppable force. You move forward with confidence because you know you are never alone. Practical steps to deepen your trust starting today. Write down your worries, put your fears on paper, then symbolically give them over to Allah through prayer or meditation. Set daily intentions. Begin each day with a prayer asking for guidance and strength. Practice mindfulness. Stay present and observe moments when you feel fear or control creeping in. Gently remind yourself to trust Allah. Serve others. Helping others builds empathy and reminds you of Allah's presence in everyday acts of kindness. Celebrate small wins. Recognize when trusting Allah has led to positive outcomes, no matter how small. Final thoughts. Trusting Allah completely like you trust your mother is a radical act of faith and love. It frees you from the chains of fear and doubt and opens the door to profound peace and joy. It transforms your relationships, your mindset, and your entire life experience. Remember, trust is a journey, not a destination. It takes practice, patience, and persistence. But with every step you take toward complete trust, you move closer to the best version of yourself, a person who loves fully, lives boldly, and embraces life's challenges with grace. Let this trust be your foundation. Build on it daily. And watch how your life and relationships transform in ways you never imagined possible.